Hello, my name's Rachel Mackay and I specialise in CV writing, and in the last 12 months I've written over 790 CVs which have been designed to get people like you back into work. A CV must look aesthetically pleasing. It must be typed in a nice plain typeface such as Arial 11. You want spacing. The spacing needs to be correct, approximately 1.5 lines spacing, and it needs to be well laid out and well formatted, and not to mention well worded. You would start your CV off with your name and address at the top. My rule of thumb is not to put dates of birth on, as people don't really need to know unless it is specific for a job in question. You need to get your personality across by writing a small amount in your personal profile, which encompasses your main qualities and attributes in as few words as possible. Some people think they don't have a lot of qualifications when in fact they do. Your qualifications don't just have to be academic qualifications or professional qualifications. They can be what's known as life qualifications. A CV would generally be around 1 to 2 pages, A4 size. Generally not any longer, and you would generally not go back any longer than 10 years employment history. The school leavers and college students are also very important nowadays. Any job will ask you for a CV. Gone are the days when you can just walk into a hairdresser's and ask for a Saturday job. They will still ask you to send a copy of your CV. Therefore, it's very important that you have a well-written and presented CV to give to future employers. Think about the skills that you've got or acquired over the years, which will include what you may think are silly things, such as doing the shopping for your granny. That in itself has been a skill. You've handled cash, you've gone into a supermarket, you've followed a shopping list. All of that in itself, you can get a multitude of skills from. You probably wouldn't even have thought about it at the time. It's also vital that you remember that other skills you can bring in. There's any clubs that you might have been a part of. For example, if you've been part of a football team or a hockey team, all of that has its own relevant skills that you can use in a CV. You'll be surprised at about how much information you can actually get if you start thinking about what skills you've acquired over your years. One of my most fond memories of a client is a gentleman that came out of the forces. He submitted to me some information for me to create a CV from. The resulting CV was this. The information he provided to me was very sparse, and I had to do a lot of questioning and digging to actually get his skills out of him, and he had loads of skills. He applied for a job at a very large company known as Caterpillar. He gained an interview based on the CV that he submitted, and subsequently was offered a job, and he's now very happy. I used to say that all of the personal CVs that I have written on behalf of clients, every person has gained a job interview. We currently offer school leavers or college leavers CV at £25, which is a huge saving on the normal rates, which range from £70 upwards. Thank you for listening to me, and I wish you every success in your future job hunt. Remember, consultations are free, and you can call me on 01325 733 335 or look for me on the internet, vos.co.uk.